Hi everyone, this is Sagar Shah and I'm here to analyze the round 2 between India and the rest of world. Board number 1 game between Radjabov and Vishy Anand. Now this game is very curious because at some point Radjabov made a decision which simply blew my mind away. We'll come to it, but let's begin from the opening. It was a Ragozin, and after bishop b4, not a very common move for Vishy, but he does play it from time to time. E3, castles, rook c1, dc, bishop c4, c5. This is a very common way to play this position, and dc5 was played. Knight d7, castles, knight into c5, and many games have been played in this position, and it seems like black equalizes without too many difficulties. White went for the knight b5 line, rook d8, queen e2, bishop a5, a3, threatening b4. And here I felt like black could just play the move a6, knight bd4, and bishop b6, so that to come out of this fork. And next up he can just develop his bishop here to d7, and he's equal. But Vishy went knight e4, which is not a mistake yet. Bishop d3, and here it was important to play the move knight g5, because after takes queen g5, if you go rook fd1, or let's say if you start with b4, bishop b6, rook fd1, I can just play bd7, and I think black has absolutely no problems in this position. But knight d6 was a bad move by Anand, because after takes, what really happens after rook fd1 is that this bishop starts to become really passive. And now the first threat is bishop h7 and winning the rook. So he went back, but bishop e4 was a powerful move by Teimour. A6, I don't know. I mean, Vishy was trying to do something for himself. Rook b8 looks just too slow, and at the same time, white is threatening to take on d8 and then capture this file. He wants to put his knight to e5. It's just easy to play as white. But a6, b4, bishop b6, takes knight e5. It seemed like white is completely taking control over the position when Vishy said, okay, I must go into the desperation mode, and he played the move f5. Now white has many good moves here. Bishop b1 with the idea of bishop a2 makes sense. Bishop f3 is actually the most natural and normal move that one would make, keeping the pressure intact over here. But turns out that Teimour he thought for a long time and played queen h5. Simply blew my mind, because after takes queen f7, king h7, I mean, there should be something here. Otherwise, why to play this position? He just repeated, and a draw was agreed. So unbelievable. I don't know what was it that Radjabov missed in this position, because it was very clear to me that here bishop f3 is just an advantage to white. For example, queen f6, queen b2, bd7, bishop b7, and come back rook c5, and somehow white is a pawn up and completely better. But queen h5 was a bad move, and then Radjabov had to make a draw, and this was a lucky escape for Vishy Anand.